According to the World Resources Institute, we are buying on average 60% more clothing whilst using what we buy for half as long. This wasteful culture of consumerism, of spending and disposing what we wear in lieu of every changing trend, is severely detrimental to our environment. The World Resources Institute found that a single cotton t-shirt can use up to 2,700 liters of water. According to Greenpeace, and upwards of 15% of microplastics in the ocean could come from our clothing. Over 1,600 chemical pollutants from dyes and treating contribute to producing 20% of global industrial water pollution, according to Health and Environmental Justice Support. Additionally, the clothing industry accounts for 10% of all greenhouse gases, greater than shipping and aviation combined, as detailed by the United Nations Environment Program. Every second, 1 trash truck's worth of textiles is burnt or sent to a landfill. Current solutions offered are imperfect. Donating a bag of used clothes to Goodwill or Salvation Army doesn't do as much good for the environment as you may expect. In fact, only 10% actually ends up on the shelves. Of what doesn't end up on the sales floor is sent elsewhere, textile recycling facilities, overseas, or to landfills. Recycling facilities sound promising, but are severely underdeveloped, with 50% less clothing recycled than other major forms of waste, due to the difficulty processing assorted fibers, according to Chetna Prajapati, sustainable textile researcher at Loughborough University in the UK. Sending clothing overseas often flood local markets, costing local clothing production heavily, as highlighted by the Borgen Project's example of Kenya, where 480,000 jobs were lost.
In order to minimize fast fashion's impact on the environment and on developing industries, while still providing an outlet to maintain creative expression, we propose our solution. RePrint will be an online platform for artists, fashion enthusiasts, to the everyday person to support sustainability and creativity. The way our platform works is users snap an image of an article of clothing they no longer want, upload it to our site, select a few descriptive tags, and post it. Artists can browse through these listings, select a piece they'd like to use as a canvas to print, paint, embroider, turn into bags, hats, or other items, and upcycle the material. Once finished, the artist can post pieces on the site. While it may be more convenient to simply drop off a bag load of clothes at Goodwill, we hope to incentivize our users to choose an option that fully utilizes unwanted material without sending anything to landfills or other countries by offering store credit. Artists obtain almost free recycled canvas that consumers can then purchase, in part using their store credit, contributing to the cycle of sustainability. We planned our business to be scalable in this internet age. By relying on the labor of independent users, we bypass the need to sort through clothing ourselves and the need for a physical location to store inventory. As we start out, we plan on user account creation and the posts of clothing listings to be free, only charging our users for coordinating shipping fees. As we gain traction in users, we eventually hope to add some form of subscriptions or listing fees. In the long term, we hope to invest in improving textile recycling technology and possibly open up a base where we can receive digital designs that we print to repurpose unwanted clothes.
We are seeing a shift as more companies work towards a circular economy, a change which represents a $4.5 trillion business opportunity. According to ThreadUp, the clothing resale market has seen an increase 21 times its sales compared to the overall retail apparel market. The global retail sales market is currently valued at $1.9 trillion and is expected to rise above $3 trillion by 2030. Currently, the global online art market is valued at $4.5 billion in the US and $64 billion globally. It is expected to see significant growth with $9.32 billion in forecasted US sales by 2024. There are multiple platforms available for artists to sell their merchandise, such as Etsy and Shopify. There are also companies like Poshmark, Depop, and ThreadUp, platforms that make it possible for users to directly sell thrifted goods to consumers. Our service aims to combine the benefits of upcycling while supporting the growing demand for independent artists' products. Our main competition would be the Recycling Workshop. They operate on a similar business model but target overflow from businesses rather than working with consumers who generate a significant portion of the clothing waste we see. Our business would be unique in that it would connect artists and fashion enthusiasts with the purpose of promoting sustainability. Studies have shown that shipping emissions could contribute 17% of all global carbon emissions by 2050. In order to minimize the negative impact of shipping to the environment, we plan to partner with green shippers, which provide sustainable packaging solutions and use transportation with low carbon emissions. Using clothing that is provided by the consumers will eliminate returns due to poorly fitted products, further reducing the negative impact of emissions contributed by our service. Customers will receive paperless tracking receipts for their shipments, diminishing the waste contributed by unnecessary slips of paper.
For every article donated, an item of clothing will be spared from the landfills. For each piece repurposed and bought, an artist will be supported. For every 3 months longer that clothing is used, there will be a 10% reduction in its waste footprint. With RePrint, we will provide a platform that promotes creativity and a culture of clothing repurpose and reuse.